Yeah, he used to get him.
Oh, hey guys. No. What's good, y'all? It's Showtime.
Well, Lord.
And of course, you know, it's Showtime SP to nobody that knows bodies. Pow, all that. I got my man with me.
How you feeling? How you doing?
I think today we're going to keep it lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Keep it nice and joyful. I'm feeling nostalgic.
Okay.
Feeling,
Let's take him back.
I'm feeling old school today.
Okay.
Alright? Lord, what is your top 5 favorite 90s cartoons?
Okay. I got something for you.
You got some heat for me? Alright, because I got a little side shot.
Alright, I'll work from the end.
You gonna work from the end?
Okay. Alright, so
Alright.
5 is personal.
Go ahead.
I got the Powerpuff Girls.
It
It was a joint. First of all, that joint was some other stuff. Remember him?
Yeah, him was kind of the devil, but
Cross-dressing devil.
Cross-dressing devil.
RuPaul-ish.
That definitely had some yeah.
Mojo Jojo was the shit.
It was
Gang Green Gang.
Smart monkey.
The Rowdy Rough Boys.
Rough Boys, yep.
Yeah, that was a good joint. And me and my pop used to like
What about Fuzzy Lumpkins?
Fuzzy Lumpkins was the pink joint.
Yeah, it was the pink
Yeah,
fuzzy
the pink
bear,
boy with the nose.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember me and my pop, like, that's how I knew it was alright, because, like, my pop used to watch Power, he's like, yo, this is a good joint, this is funny. Yeah. Like, we used to watch that, and we used to watch Samurai Jack. That was a good joint. But, yeah, Powerpuff Girls is going to be my number 5.
Well, you know they used to say that in Samurai Jack, they said Samurai Jack is basically like the apocalyptic version of the Powerpuff Girls because it's the same creator. And they're saying that the professor is actually Samurai Jack. So, like, that's a nice little
something. Okay.
Little sprinkles on there.
So
for my number 5, for my number 5, I had to think about it. So once again, you went personal favorite. So I'm gonna go with my personal favorite. I actually enjoyed Recess, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I loved Recess when I was a kid. I loved Recess actually as a kid, and then when they actually had a TV show that was about Recess and everything that went down in Recess. Come on, dog. You had T.J. Detweiler. You had he was basically like the coolest kid of the crew, but it's literally a band of different people. Like it wasn't like a band of geeks. There was only one like geek. And then you had Gus, Gretchen, and then you had the new kid who was Gus. Like, it basically paved the way for, like, how friendships can vary. Not to mention you had Vince, who's the very sporty black kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even I remember Ashley.
Yep.
What was it? Spinelli. But then I remember the episode with all the Ashleys, and she became Ashley.
Found out her name was Ashley.
I wasn't, like, I never really got into Recess, but I remember episodes I was like, this is a good joint.
Yep.
Recess.
Recess
was a classic.
Yeah, man. Recess is definitely up there. What's your number 4?
Number 4, I got Doug.
Really?
Yeah, man. I really was a big like Doug fan. I remember we was talking about earlier the beats.
Yep.
Listen. I need more allowance.
Yo, lay.
I need more allowance.
Yo, lay.
Classic.
Bro.
Classic.
Let me tell you something about. I thought that the Beats was just like an actual group or something like that growing up, not knowing that they were the Beatles.
Right. Yeah.
Like growing up, you never paid attention to it,
but it really was.
Yeah,
it was the Beatles, and I remember me like wanting that song. Being like, "Can I get this joint on the album?" The beat, yo, and everything.
Killer tofu. Ooh,
that was the joint.
Killer tofu.
Yeah, the joint.
That was fire.
Man, remember all the things he used to smash at him? Quail Man.
Yep, he was Quail Man.
Oh,
Pork Chop his dog. Yep.
Oh man, what was his best friend's name?
Skeeter. Come on, dog.
Skeeter.
Yes.
Yo, I'm telling you, it was Patty Mayonnaise.
Doug is up
Her
there.
name was Patty Mayonnaise.
Patty Mayonnaise.
Oh, it was classic.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Doug is up there on the list for me. So when you
yeah.
get to it, I'm gonna just touch on it a little bit.
All right, I
but
got you. So what's your 4?
My number 4 is actually going to be Dexter's Lab.
Oh, that was a classic.
Dexter's Laboratory is.
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
Yo, that episode alone had me crying. Remember Mandark? That was like his arch villain. Like yo, Mandark was hilarious. He was also a square.
Dee Dee always breaking something.
Literally, like when I tell you, because I never had a little sister or older sister, so I never really had that issue. But all the time he's like, yo, If Dee touched any of my stuff,
I'd be pissed.
we slap boxing in the
We got to box.
We were going to box now.
Bare knuckle,
brawl in the middle of the concrete streets.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Dexter's lab had a lot to do with it too. Not to mention he had a whole lab in his crib,
and it was like, it seemed endless.
Yeah,
like, it was so huge. Like, I just remember being a kid watching it and just being like, wow. Like, yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites.
I mean, the biggest question is who's paying for all this?
Wait, well, like, your electric bill must be like ridiculous,
super high. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I know your parents.
And your dad does advertisement, and the mom is a homemaker. So
what in the who's paying this bill?
Who was paying this bill?
He must be selling all.
He got to be selling his secrets, bro.
He got to be selling doing
got to be
arms dealing.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what you got for number 3, bro?
I got the Fairly Odd Parents. Classic joint.
That's
so good. And I was like, even though, and that's how I knew it was good, was because I was a little bit older when it came out. Yeah, and I still was like, we were older. It was like 14, 13, 14. And I was like, this is solid.
It's still good.
It's solid.
It was still watchable.
And I'm not going to lie, it got to a point where I think it was a bit more watchable than SpongeBob at times.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was just like, like
the early episodes of SpongeBob was good, but then
after season 4, I think I just outgrew it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
but Fairly Odd Parents, it kept going.
It stuck around for a minute.
Yeah, and then remember, they teamed up with Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, I remember
Jimmy Neutron is an honorable mention too, man.
And they just had classic stuff like what was his best friend's name? TJ. Was it remember the black kid?
Chester, and was it TJ?
No.
It was AJ. Chester and
AJ. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was it. Yep. And what the Crimson Chin, Clef, the boy Chin Wonder.
Yo, how creative do you gotta be?
Clef, the boy Chin. First of all, you have a Clef Chin, so his name's Clef. The boy Chin Wonder.
What about your boy? I'm Doug Dimmadome. Home on the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Home on the Dimsdale Dimmadome. That was my shit, yo. It was funny as well. Dinkelberg.
Yo, one episode when they showed, he was like, this is our TV, which is mine, and this is our couch, which is mine, and this is the bathroom, which is mine. Yo, the dad hated Dinkelberg, bro. It didn't matter what went wrong, yo. Like, literally, he could have paid an extra $5 on his light bill. It's Dinkelberg.
It was Dinkelberg. Yeah, classic.
Classic, bro. Well, I mean, I'm gonna skip past it, man, because the number 3 I had Doug.
Okay.
So Doug definitely was on my list.
Mm-hmm.
So because
what you got for 2?
Number 2, I had to really, really think about it, bro. But I know it's a tie between my number 1 and number 2. But I think for sake of our number 1 together, it's our number 1 together.
Okay.
So my number 2 is going to be Rocko's Modern Life.
Yes, it's a classic.
Rocko's Modern Life was everything, to me, because it was jokes that was over everybody's head. I remember my parents watching it, like, what are you watching? And I'm like laughing, giggling, not knowing what the stuff was going. Bro,
his best friend's name was Heifer. And I remember sitting there with my grandma in bed, we watching it. I'm 8 or 7, and I'm like, oh, his name's Heifer, and she was just like that.
That's not a good thing to say.
You can't say that, baby. You can't say that. I was like, oh, my bad, grandma.
And that's the funniest part. Yeah. They literally slid that right underneath
and it worked because he was a cow.
He was a cow. And he was a heifer.
He was a heifer.
Hey,
so
it made sense, bro.
Yeah, it was great. And remember his best friend Filbert the turtle. I forgot about this. I forgot about that. But my joint was the next door there. Rocko.
Yep, Mr.
She was always trying to sleep with him.
Yeah, she was.
She was throwing Rocko the drawers all the time.
Yep.
All the time she threw this man a drawer.
Did you know that they came out with a new
a joint on Netflix?
Did you watch that joint?
Yeah, I watched
that joint.
It was good.
Bro, when I tell you, I was crying.
It was funny. It made me wish that they just brought the show back.
They need to just bring it over.
They should have just brought the show back because and it was from the original people.
Yep, it was the original people. Yeah, the original characters.
The original people who made the show made that.
Yeah. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is and I know you was weird in this one. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of
Courage,
man.
It was different, low key. It was low key kind of LSD-ish for a kid to watch. It's a trip. I'm sure there's people who've done acid and watched Courage the Cowardly Dog and probably been scarred.
Probably freaked out.
Yeah, they probably.
Oh yeah.
But it was classic. Eustace treated fucking Courage like shit. And Mario, and then it was things like the computer always was roasting somebody, and then Courage would just randomly talk. Do for love.
I could have never gotten. The reason I didn't get into it because like a lot of that stuff was like low key scary to me.
Oh yeah,
like,
it was.
No,
it was
I think it was one dude that was like standing outside in the yard and his eyes was like
doing
something.
It was creepy. And then they lived in the middle of nowhere. It was actually called
literally the middle of nowhere. You know?
Right. It was weird. I loved it.
It could be your guilty pleasure, bro.
That was my joint. I ain't guilty.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't guilty. Listen, if it's guilty, I'm doing 10.
I'm doing
the dime.
But yeah, all right. And I think we both know our number one is Hey Arnold.
Here we go. Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was the shit. Okay?
It really was. First of all, it was literally the whole score, background music to it was jazz.
Yeah, facts.
It was just like people playing and like taking little breaks and then coming back. It was so good.
Yo,
it was so good.
That was dope. I never really peeped that. How it was like mad jazz.
It was, the whole thing was jazz. It was like, it was like they got a band. It sounded like the theme music to Frasier. It was really like.
I think my favorite episode is the I'm Crazy John.
Oh, the James Brown.
Yo, you got to put me down.
It was good, and it was really good. I remember Monkey Man, Monkey. That was the good.
Yo, it was like Pigeon Man.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Pigeon Man.
Kid's afraid to leave his stoop.
And he did leave his stoop.
He did.
And then he went right back to his stoop.
Stoop Kid really like made good progress in that episode. That's some crazy shit to break, yo. You know, most people don't leave the stoop.
Mm-hmm.
But that joint Dino Spumoni.
Oh yeah.
The grandma Pookie.
I was about to ask you that. I was about to say. What's Arnold's grandma's name? They always called her Pookie.
Yeah, and remember
what was the pig's name? What was his pet
Wilbur.
pig? No,
Wilbur. That's from something. That's from Charlotte's Web.
That's from Charlotte's Web. Abner.
His name was Abner. Remember when they were going to cook Abner in the joint?
Yo, they was going to cook him when they did the capture the flag.
Yeah, they was going to cook Abner.
Bro, his cast of friends was all dope. Like Gerald was his best friend, and then they showed
the hand shit.
Yep. And then not to mention, it also showed it was about Arnold, but they always showed like different characters
and their lives. Remember when they dealt with Phoebe?
Yeah.
Like Agent Mr. Wynn.
Yep. Man, they thought one of the neighbors was like a secret agent.
Yeah, I remember. I think one of my favorite episodes, if not my favorite episode of Arnold, was when Gerald had the sore throat. He had the same.
Oh yeah, all moonlight.
Yeah, we could hear the voices.
Yo, that shit was hilarious, bro. Yeah,
bringing back good memories.
Yeah, man, it gives you good vibes, make you feel good.
Just so y'all know, Hey Arnold's on Hulu.
It is on Hulu,
and this is where Hulu ad will come up, and we get a check. But
Hulu,
yeah. But yeah, Hey Arnold, all the seasons are definitely on Hulu. You should check them out.
Yeah, man.
I think Courage the Cowardly Dog's on Netflix.
For real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is on Netflix.
It might be like one of their movies because they haven't. Because remember,
it's on either Netflix or Hulu because I watched it on something.
Well, Netflix and Nickelodeon are going to do a collaboration.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Stuff. So we might be having a whole different conversation when all of this stuff come out, man. Because there's a lot of stuff that we haven't seen in years.
Yeah.
Like my son watches Penguins of Madagascar, and that joint like 10 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. They still
doing
it.
They still going. And it still goes. But you know what I'm saying? I think this one was definitely, we didn't have to debate the number one. This one was good.
It was good.
Nice and lighthearted and kind-hearted in our soul.
Oh, honorable mention to Macy Gray singing
As Told by Ginger.
Someone once told me the grass was much greener
on the other side.
Yo, she was killing it. I watched As Told by Ginger just to hear
just
that
to listen to that.
And I'll be like, all right, I can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
but no, that was a good joint.
I remember that came on before Caitlin's Way. Remember that? Like
I remember Caitlin's Way. That was like Sundays on Nickelodeon and shit.
Yep.
It was always like some soap chick flick. It was cool.
It was cool, but it just
whatever,
wasn't for us.
I ain't mad at it.
Right.
I mean, but As Told by Ginger was good. Yeah, it was a good joint. But all right, y'all.
Hey man, like that, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell your friends about.
Tell your mama I said hello.
Tell her sister to tell her son to go on and watch us.
Hit the subscribe button right there. You know what I'm saying? But as usual, it's showtime.
With Lord.